Most people think that self-awareness means knowing things like your favorite color, your personality type, your strengths, your weaknesses. And yes, those things are included, but self-awareness is much deeper than that. Let's talk about it. Hi, my name is Yvette, and I'm a certified social and emotional intelligence coach. And on this channel, we talk all things emotional intelligence. And today, we are talking about a very highly sought after skill, something that everyone wish to have, often believe that they have, but maybe there's an opportunity to develop it. Self-awareness. And so self-awareness in its simplest form to start is understanding quite a few things. Who you are, how you think, how you feel, how you show up, one of my favorites, and a very important one, your impact on others. The great news about self-awareness is that it can be developed. And so wherever you are on this continuum, it's a starting place. And all of us had to start somewhere. So today I want to talk about 3 steps that you can take to develop your self-awareness. The first one is likely one that maybe you never considered before. I really think it is probably the cornerstone of everything that we do in life. People spend their whole lives on this first step, and that is starting a relationship with yourself. Question: how often do you pause to think about your day and interaction, how you showed up? Most of us move from experience to experience throughout the day without examining them. What I'm talking about is certainly reflection, but a more sophisticated level of it, called metacognition. Thinking about your thinking. Self-awareness starts by creating opportunities to get to know yourself. Think about being interested in another person. Maybe a friendship, maybe a romantic interest. You want to get to know that person. You want to spend time with them. You want to understand the similarities. You're intrigued by the differences. Imagine if we took that energy and directed it towards ourselves, getting to know our strengths, our weaknesses, our vulnerabilities, how our body responds to stress. The only way that we're going to get there is by spending time with ourselves. Reflection is an opportunity for you to pause and kind of replay something, right? Replay the day, replay the last hour, replay that meeting at work. An opportunity for you to think about your thinking, right? There's an opportunity, maybe take 5 to 10 minutes and reflect each day. At first, it might be difficult, but over time, you will get better at it. You'll learn things about yourself. You'll uncover, as I like to say, data. And when you have data, you can be dangerous. Another way to do it is journaling. It's kind of a given, right? Of course, I had to mention journaling, but in journaling, I like to journal in a different way. I like to journal through pictures. So I may take a picture to prompt my thinking about a certain situation or experience. You could do a video journal, a traditional journal, but journaling helps you because you are writing in the moment. And in writing in the moment, you have an opportunity to go back and look at what you wrote. So that's an opportunity to learn more about your inner world, Meditation. Meditation is fun because it's different, but it can be hard to focus. In learning how to focus, you have an opportunity to learn a lot about yourself. Like what thoughts come up when you're trying to focus, what your body does when you slow down. A lot of data can be uncovered from a 5-minute meditation. guided or unguided. So that's an opportunity for you to get to develop that relationship with yourself. And then quiet time, just scheduling time that's quiet. Lots of things happen when we put down the technology, when we put down the device. And so all of these will give you an opportunity to identify your thoughts, your emotions, and your physical sensations. These things help to give you data about how you show up. And it helps to nurture the relationship that you have with yourself. So some reflection questions that you can ask yourself when you are reflecting, journaling, meditating, or having intentional quiet time is something like, what went well today? What could I improve on? How did I show up? One of my favorite questions. What emotions did I experience? What was my body telling me? What physical sensations did I have? Was I shaking? Was I sweating? What were those things? And if you can take note of them, it'll be an opportunity for you to start to develop the relationship with yourself. So the journey we're on is how to develop your self-awareness. The first one is to develop a relationship with yourself and nurture that relationship. Everything in life flows from the relationship that we have with ourselves. At least that's my belief. The goal in all of this work and getting to know yourself better is not to judge yourself, but to be more aware of yourself. The next thing that we can do is seek feedback from trusted people. Self-awareness is not just about how we see ourselves, it's also understanding how people experience us. I have to say that one more time because it's imperative. Self-awareness is not just about how we see ourselves, which sometimes we can have blind spots. It's also equally important to understand how people experience us. Find trusted people that will be honest with you. Tell them something like this. Hey, friend, I'm on a journey to improve my life by developing my emotional intelligence, and I'd love your honest, candid feedback. Questions that you could ask them. What do you think are my greatest strengths? What do I do that positively impacts others? What blind spots might I have? How do I show up when I'm stressed? What's one thing you think that I could improve? And then listen. Not defending, no explaining, no justifying, just say, thank you. Feedback is a gift, even when it's hard to hear. Feedback is a gift, even when it's hard to hear. Seek trusted people in your life, in different settings, at work, in your personal life, long-term relationships, short-term relationships. All of them will give you data. When you have data, it can be dangerous. The third thing to do, third and final step, analyze and identify how you consistently show up. So now you have all this data, right? Patterns reveal who we are. Unfortunately, right? We can believe whatever we want to believe about ourselves, but what are our patterns? What is our track record, right? That's what you can trust. That's tried and true. So step back and analyze everything that you've learned. Now at this point, if you follow the steps, you've been nurturing the relationship with yourself. You have been learning how to slow down and think and process to get in touch with your inner world. And in doing so, you have some themes. You have some repeated behavior, some reoccurring thoughts, emotions, and reactions, not only from the relationship you've been nurturing with yourself, but also the data from trusted people. You take all that information coupled together and you want to analyze it. You want to identify what the data is telling you. You might ask yourself questions like, okay, what seems to be my triggers? What feedback do I hear repeatedly? What patterns do I see in how I show up? What energizes me? And what repeatedly frustrates me? So those are some questions that you could ask yourself, right? Choose one area to improve. For example, I might say, okay, based on the data, the time I've spent with myself, the trusted people, it seems I have a problem with keeping my word. I want to be more consistent in that. Not just keeping my word with others, but keeping it with myself. And so I will start to make small intentional changes that will compound over time. And so now you have a plan, right? But it's a small step so that you can be successful at achieving that transformation. And then the confidence comes, and then rinse and repeat, okay? On this channel, we typically have a 3-day challenge. So I would like to invite you for the next 3 days, spend just 10 minutes increasing your self-awareness. Reflect on one interaction, one conversation, one experience. It doesn't matter, just pick one. One interaction for the day, one conversation, one experience. And ask yourself, how did I show up? What emotions did I experience? What went well, and what would I do differently? Write it down. Don't try to trust your memory. Capture your thoughts and identify one pattern. And at the end of 3 days, you will have data, and you can ask yourself this powerful question. What will I do now that I have this information? You begin taking the first step to developing your self-awareness. Remember, everything flows from it. And emotional intelligence is a difference maker. It can truly 180 your life in a positive direction. Just take the first step. Until next time, like, subscribe, share, comment, do all the things. I'll see you next time. Take care.